Now we will see how we can integrate YOLO-NAS with Flask. So as we are creating a complete web app, so in the back end, I will be using Flask, and in the front end, I will be using HTML and CSS. Here you can see that I have created a folder in my D directory by the name YOLO-NAS Web Development Course. So this is the folder I have created for this project, and this complete project will be divided into multiple lectures, and we will go one by one till we create a complete web app. So first of all, you can see over here, I have created a folder by the name YOLO-NAS Web Development Course for this project. And now I will just open PyCharm and create a new project over there. File, click on new project from here and just select the directory where you have created a folder. So in this directory, I have created a folder by the name Web Development Course, and you can see over here this board directory path matches, location matches, and you can see also we are using Python 3.10 as the base interpreter. So let's create a new project in this window. So now you can see over here it's creating a virtual path, updating the interpreter path, and it might take a few more seconds and it will be now started. Before we go ahead and start writing the code, let me create a file by the name requirements.txt file. In the requirements.txt file, I will be listing all the required libraries that I will be using in this project. So I will be using super gradients as we are doing object detection using YOLO-NAS. So we will use super gradients package. So to do object detection using YOLO-NAS, we require the super gradients package. Okay, and we require the 3.1.0 version, and other package we require is OpenCV Python package. And as we are creating a web app or using Flask in the back end, and in the front end, I will be using HTML and CSS. So I will be, as we are creating a Flask API in the back end, so I will just install the Flask package as well. So these are the three packages which are required to complete this project. Super gradients package is required because we are doing object detection using YOLO-NAS. OpenCV Python provide us different image processing functions. Through OpenCV Python, we can display the image, we can pre-process the image and add create bounding boxes around the detected objects, assign labels, add text to our detected objects. So there are multiple functions of OpenCV Python, which we will be using in this project. Either it is cv2.circle, cv2.rectangle, cv2.addText, and cv2. Find a text size. So there are so much functions of OpenCV Python that I will be using in this project. So let's open the terminal and let's install all these packages. So install this package, all these packages. I will write pip install -r requirements.txt. So as I run this command pip install -r requirements.txt, it will install all these three packages right now. So now you can see here requirements already satisfied because I have already previously installed these packages. But if you haven't installed these packages and you are installing for the first time, this package installation will take around 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. But as I've already installed, so in few seconds, you can see over here, it's done and it's appearing requirements already satisfied. So that's look impressive. So as I told you, as this complete project will be divided into multiple lectures or multiple subparts. So we will go ahead one by one. Like we will start from very basic and then we will see how we can create a complete web app. Okay, so first of all, I will just create a first part for this project. So I will just click over here and create a new directory over here. Lecture 1 class tutorial YOLO-NAS. Okay, so that's impressive. So now you can see over here, I've created by directory by the name lecture 1 first last tutorial YOLO-NAS. Plus, we will be doing object detection on images, videos, and on the live webcam feed. So to do object detection on images, videos, and on the live webcam feed. So if we want to do object detection on images and videos, we require some images or videos. So I will just create an image directory. Along with this, I will also create a directory by the name video. In this directory, I will just add the videos. So in the image directory, I will add images, and in the video directory, I will be adding the videos. Okay, so let me just go to the image and video folder and add some images and videos over there. So now you can see over here, you can see image and video directory, which we have created. So let me just, okay. So that's look fine. So now we just want to add some images and videos into these directories. Okay. So let's go to the image directory first. So here you can see that I have added these 4 images over here. So now in the similar way, I will just go to the video directory and let me add some videos over here. So I'm just copying from other directory and let me add over there. So now you can see over here, I've added multiple videos over here. So in this image directory, you can see that we have multiple images over here of cars, people. In the video directory, you can see over here, I have multiple videos which I have added over here. So that's look good. So we are done. So if I just go back to the PyCharm and just reload from this. So now you can see over here in the image directory, we have multiple images. In the video directory, we have added multiple videos over here. So now I will just create a .py file over here into this folder. So first of all, we will just create an object detection function to do object detection on images and videos. So I will just create a YOLONAS.py file, and in this file, I will just create an object detection function to do object detection on images and videos. So in the first step, I will just import all the required libraries over here. So I will just write import all the required libraries. So which include import CV2, which is OpenCV Python package, import Torch, and from super dash gradients dot training import models. So now you can see that we have imported, I think we just left with few more packages. So we just want to require import NumPy, LMP, and import math, because we require the math package because when we want to calculate the confidence score. So now we have imported all the required packages. So now in the next step, what I will do is I will just create a cap is equal to cv2.video capture function. So here I'm just calling the video capture function over here. And in the video capture function, I will just add this video path. So we just need to go outside this folder and just want to go to the video folder and just add bytes.mp4. So we will be doing object detection on this video bytes.mp4. So that looks good. So in the next step, we just need to calculate the frame width. If you just want to save the output video, you can just calculate the frame width, and you can just write int cap.get3. So, and to calculate the frame height, you can just write over here int cap.get4. So here you can see that we are calculating the frame width and the frame height. So in the next step, I will just write device is equal to torch.device. So if you have the GPU available, you will be using GPU, but in any case, if you don't have the GPU available, you will use the CPU. As I don't have the GPU available in my system, I will be using CPU of my system. So else torch. So if you don't have the GPU available, else torch.device CPU. So that's so good till now. So in the next step, what we need to define. So as we are doing object detection using YOLO-NAS, so currently I'm using pre-trained model weights of YOLO-NAS. So I will just write model is equal to models dot get. Okay. And here I will just write. So YOLONAS comes with three different models: YOLONAS small, YOLONAS medium, YOLONAS large. YOLONAS small model is the fastest, but it is less accurate. While YOLONAS large is the most accurate, but it is less fast. So as I'm doing object detection on my CPU, I don't have the GPU, so I will use YOLONAS small model, because if you just go to YOLONAS large model, the model size also increases. So as I'm currently using Jeep CPU, so I will just write YOLONAS small model over here. Okay. And we are using the pre-trained weights as Coco. So because YOLONAS small model is being pre-trained on the YOLONAS, all the YOLONAS models are being pre-trained on the Coco data set. Okay. So here I will just initialize the count so I can do the frame count. So YOLONAS pre-trained model is being trained on the Coco dataset. The Coco dataset consists of 80 different classes. So I will just write here the classes names over here. So I will just copy those class names and just add those class names over here. So now these are the 80 different classes on which YOLONAS model has been trained. So as the YOLONAS model has been trained on the Coco dataset consists of 80 different classes, and here I have just written the names of those 80 different classes over here. Okay, and here I will just write out is equal to cv2 dot. So as I just want to save the output video, so I will just write out is equal to cv2 dot video writer function. So to save the output video, I will be using out cv2.video writer function, and here I have just written output.avi because I want to save the output video by the name output.avi. Okay. And here I will just write, and so this is the format in which I just want to save the output video. And the frame rate will be 10, and the frame width and the frame height I will just provide over here, which I have just calculated above. Okay, so you can see over here, I have just calculated the frame width and frame height, which I have added below. So now I will just run a while loop over here. So I will just write while true. And here I will write ret, comma, frame is equal to cap dot read. I'm just reading this video frame by frame over here. So here you can see that I've just defined the video path. So I'm just reading this video frame by frame over here. And here I will just write if ret. And let me just initialize the count over here as well. So if we have the video available, I will just write result is equal to list model dot predict. So here I've just defined as I'm doing detection on the video frame by frame. So here I just written the frame. So in the first step, I'm doing detection on the current frame, and here I've just defined the confidence score over here as well. So in this result will give us the bounding box coordinates, the confidence score, and the as well as the IDs of the detected object, like whether it belongs to the car class, or it belongs to the knife class, or it belongs to the truck class, which class it belongs. Okay, so that's the good. Now here I will also calculate the confidence score as well. Now I will just calculate the IDs, like whether it belongs to the car or which class. So now I will just loop through each of the bounding box, each of the detected object one by one, and create bounding boxes around the detected object. Okay. So I'm just writing over here. Okay, so now I will just loop through each of the bounding box one by one and create each of the detected object one by one and create rectangles around the detected objects. So from here we get the output in the form of tensors. So I'm now not so I'm now just converting this output from tensors into integers. So from here we get the output in the form of tensors. So now I'm just converting the output from tensors into integers. So I'm just converting the output from tensors into integers. And here we are just finding the class name. So from here we get the output like class IDs, like if we get the ID 0, 1. So if the ID is 0, it means it belongs to the person class. If the ID is 1, it belongs to the bicycle class. So I will just write over here. Okay. And now I will just calculate the confidence score over here. So I will just write man.c. So here I'm just calculating the confidence score. You can see over here. So now I will just say that label is equal to. So in the label, we have the last name and the confidence. So these two things which you get in the label, like in the label, I will just add the confidence code and the class name. So in the label, we'll have the class name, whether this is belongs to the car or class, or this belongs to the person class, or and the confident, like how much the model is confident that this is the person class or this is the bike class. Okay, so the confidence value will be from 0 to 1. So if the value is 0.5, it means the model is 50% confident that this is the bike class or the car class, whatever class it is. And here I will just print the frame count over here. Okay. So here I will just print the frame count over here with bounding box coordinates. So for each of the bounding box, we have 4 coordinates like x1, y1. x1, y1 represents the top left corner of the bounding box, and the x2, y2 represents the bottom right corner of the bounding box. So for each of the bounding box, we have 4 coordinates values. x1, y1 represent the top left corner of the bounding box, and x2, y2 represent the bottom right corner of the bounding box. Along with this, I will be just calculating the text size as well. So to calculate the text size, I will be using cv2.get text size function. And here I will just write label 0, and I will just define the font scale is equal to 1 and thickness is equal to 2. Okay, so that's look good. So I will just add over here. So I will just create a rectangle above the bounding box. Okay, so first let's create a bounding box or a rectangle around the detected object. So I will just write frame x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, and what will be the color of the bounding box? So it will be this one. Okay, and the thickness of the rectangle or the bounding box or the rectangle which we create around the detected object will be 3. So here I've just defined that. So here I'm just creating a rectangle around the detected object, and thus further what I will do is I will just create another rectangle. So this will be the rectangle which I'm creating above the detected object. In this rectangle, I will be just putting the label and the confidence score over here. And the color of this rectangle will be okay. So the color of this rectangle will be blue and this rectangle color will be yellow. So that's look good. And now we will just add the text into this rectangle. So add the text, I will be using cv2.put text function. And the text I will add is the label. And I will also add the coordinates where I just want to add this text. Okay. The font scale over here. Okay. And the color of the text will be white, which I have defined over here. And the thickness of the text will be 1. And the line type will be okay. So that's look good. Okay. So now I will just use the resize function to resize the frame so it should fit into my screen. So now here I will be using the resize frame function, and here I will just write resize dash frame is equal to cv2.resize function. I am just calling the cv2.resize function over here, and here I will just define coordinates. Okay, let's display the output video over here as well. Resize frame, and here I will just write if cv2.weight e1 and 0x is equal to. So if the user press the one key, the program will break and okay, so that's not quite good. Okay, so I've just written all the code. Okay, it is quite some time taking. So finally, I've written all the code. Let's execute this script. Okay, so just click on copy path from here and just add this path over here. And let's see how does it goes. So I will just write Python. So if there is any error, we will fix it up, but let's be hopeful that it will work fine. So this might take few more seconds before it starts to execute. Okay, so I have the output in front of my screen. Let me just show you. So here you can see the output video. You can see that we have created bounding boxes around the directed object. Plus a yellow color is not very good. Like we just need to replace the color because I can't see the label from here. So what I can do over here is just copy this and just add this over here and just so now it will hopefully give me better results. So let's just check it out and see what results are we getting now. So this might take few more seconds to execute and let's see how does it works. I hope it will work fine. So I have the output. So let me just show you. So now you can see over here. So now you can see that we are able to tag bicycle, we are able to tag person, we are able to tag the traffic lights. Plus you can see that we have created bounding boxes around the detected object. Plus we have the labels and the confidence score over here. Like you can see the confidence score of 0.96. It means the model is 96% sure that this is the person. And in the traffic light, you can see the confidence score of 0.6. It means the model is 60% sure that this is the traffic light. Okay. So we have the confidence value from 0 to 1, and you can see the labels, confidence score, and bounding box around the detected object. So that's worked pretty fine. So let's wrap up all this in a function. So now I will just wrap up all this inside a function over here. So I will just write over here define. So I will just create a function by the name video detection over here. So you can see over here, I've just created a function by the name video detection, and we only have the path of the video. The only parameters we have over here is the path of the video. So I will just add this path over here. And let's bring all this inside the function. So let me just comment this out. Basically, we don't require this. Okay. And also we don't require this. Okay. And also we don't require this. And so let's bring this all up inside the function first. So let me just comment. Okay. So just pressing the tab key. And one thing, this function will yield the information about the frame. So here we will just write yield frame. So we will have the detections on the frame one or each of the frame. We will have detection on each of the frame. We will create bounding boxes around the detected object. Plus we will assign the label and the confidence score. Okay, so you can see that we have created a function by the name video detection to detect different objects in a video. I will also create a function by the name image detection, and I will just update this function a bit and make it work for the image. So let's just copy all this from here. And in the similar way, I'm just creating a function by the name image detection to do object detection on the images. So I will just write over here image detection, and as we want to read an image, so I will use cv2.imRead function. Plus, let's remove this. We don't need this. Along with this, I will also remove this. Okay, I will also remove this as well. And if I just go down now, we don't need the while loop over here. Okay, let's bring this thing back a bit. Okay, it should be here. Okay, so that's too good. And just remove this as well. Removing this as well. And just let me just. Okay, so that's look good. Okay. So you can see over here, we have created the image detection function. I've just updated the video detection function and prepare the function image detection. So using this function, I will be able to do object detection on the images. So just having a look, everything looks fine to me. So let's go ahead and let's wind up this. So now you can see over here, we have created two functions by the name image detection and video detection. So now I will just create a file by the name flask.py file, and we will see how we can integrate YOLO-NAS with Flask. So let me just click over here and just create a file by the name flask.py. And now we'll see how we can integrate YOLO-NAS with Flask. As we are integrating YOLO-NAS with Flask, so please make sure that you have Flask installed in your system. So you can either write over here or you can just write into the terminal and just install the Flask, because it is necessary that you have Flask installed in your system. So I will write in the terminal pip install Flask. So either you can write in the requirements.txt file or just write over here. You can see that requirements already satisfied because I have already installed the Flask. Okay. So now from Flask, I will just import few libraries. So I will just write from Flask import. So from Flask, I am importing the Flask, and I will just import response JSONify, so that I can just convert my output into a JSON format and just display that output into our HTML page, and then request, so that I can just request the user to upload the file. Okay. So now, as you can see that from in the YOLONAS.py file, we have two functions, video detection and image detection function. So now I will just call this from YOLO-NAS import. So I'm importing the video detection and image detection, or you can simply just add star over here so that you can import all the functions which you have in the YOLONAS.py file. So, okay. So in the next step, I will just initialize the Flask over here. So I will just write app is equal to Flask. So here you can see that I'm just initializing the Flask over here. And here I will just configure the secret key over here. So you can just write anything over here. So in the secret key, I'm just writing down my name. You can write anything for your name over here as well. Okay. So now I will just create a function by the name generate frames. So the generate frame functions take the path of the input video file and give us the output with bounding boxes around the detected objects. So now again, listen, I am just creating a function by the name generate frames. The generate frame function will take the path of the input video file and give us the output with bounding boxes around the detected object. Okay, and here I will just write. Okay, so that's look good. Okay. So here you can see that as we have the video detection function over here. So your video detection function will just yield the frame with the bounding boxes around the detected object. So video detection function will yield the frame with bounding boxes around the detected object. And as the video detection function will give us one output, so I have written YOLO output over here. And here we have the path of the path of the input video file over here, and just write over here. So any Flask application requires the output or the encode requires the encode. So any Flask application requires the encoded image to be converted into bytes. So we will display the individual frames using the yield keyword, and we will loop through all the individual frames one by one and display them as a video. So when we want the individual frames to be replaced by the subsequent frames, we use the contempt type or mini type will be used. So I have already written comments for this. So I will just add the comments. So if you just see this program, so you can see over it. So I'm just using the 2 bytes function over here, and I'm just trying to use a yield keyword over here and just write the dash dash frame slash r slash n over here. Okay. So let if I just don't make any mistake over here, let me just add this over here. So I shouldn't make any mistake over here. So I'll just return the code over here. So now you can see that we have created our first function, generate frames over here. So this function will use to do object detection on a video. So now I will just create another function by the name generate frames image. So to do object detection on the images. So now you can see that we are just creating another function by the name generate frames image so that we can just do object detection on the image. And here we have the path of the input image over here. And just copy this from here. We will not make any such change further. I will just call the image detection function below. So I will just write image detection over here. So everything looks pretty good. So now using app.root method below, I will just create some URLs over here. So first of all, I will just create a URL for the home page over here. So just write over here. So this is the home page. Return welcome. Now using app.root method, I will create another URL over here. And as we want to do object detection on a video, so here I will be using response. And here I will just call the generate frames function, which I have created above. Okay, and in the path X, I will just add the path of the input video. So I will just go to the video folder and just call the first video bikes.mp4. So that's look pretty good till now. And here we will have the mime types as well is equal to. So I will just copy some code and add over here so I don't misspell it. Okay. So you can see over here. So now I will just create another URL app.root to do object detection on the image. And here I will just call the generate frames image function over here. And inside this, I will just go to the image folder and just write one.png over here. So, okay. So now plus I will just create another function to do object detection on a live webcam feed. So just copy all this from here and just write webcam over here and just use the generate frames function. So I will just use the uh, generate for let's skip webcam for this. Let's first test on object detection images and videos. In the later part, we will see how to do object detection on the live webcam. Okay. So run debug is equal to true means, so if we just make any change in the runtime, it will be incorporated. We don't need to run the script from the start. Okay, so that's look pretty good till now. Okay, so I built a Flask API and let's execute it and see if there is any issue. We will try to fix it up, and if it works fine, that's good. So I will just write Python Flask. Okay, so this name might create some issue. Just go over here. So I will just rename this file name. So I will just go over here and I will just write over here Flask. Okay. So let's go back to the code as well. And okay. And let's execute it and see what results do we get. So this might take few seconds to execute before it is ready. Okay. Video message overwriting and existing endpoint. Okay, so this. Okay, so this was the issue. Because two functions can't have the same name over here. This was also. Okay, so let's see what results do we get. So just copy this URL from here. And let me just open the browser first. Or let me just navigate my screen towards the browser. So I will just add this URL over here. So you can see that welcome back. So if you just see that, I just want to display in my home tab, welcome back. So that's look pretty cool. So let's see whether we are able to do object detection on the video. So I will just write over here /video. Oh no, it's a video, not the video page. So let's see how does it works. Whether we are able to do object detection on the video or not. I think there is an error. Okay, so what is the error over here? CV200 is not defined. Okay, so I'll just not define the OpenCV Python package over here. So I just need to define this for CV2. So let me just go back to the browser again and let me just see. So let me just stop it and let's execute this again. So I'm just executing again and let's see what results do we get. Okay, so let me just navigate my screen towards the browser. So this might take few more seconds. Okay, so now write video. And let's see. Okay, I think it works. So that's good. So now you can see that we have integrated our object detection using YOLO-NAS model with the Flask API, and we have created a Flask API for our this. So now that's look good. So we have integrated YOLO-NAS object detection model with the Flask. So here I've just shown you how you can integrate YOLO-NAS with the Flask, and you can just create a Flask API, which you can see over here. So now here you can see that we are able to do object detection on a video. The results look good. You can see over here. Let's see whether we are able to do object detection on the image or not. There is an error. Let's see. So name frame is not defined. Let me just go over here. Okay. So there is an issue. Here we have the image, and plus we just need to update our everything over here. Image, 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 image. Let me search for the thing. Okay. Okay. So just checking it. Okay. So just correct this image. Okay. So we don't need this as well. So let me just checking it. So if there is an error, we can just fix it up. Okay. So that's the code. So let's go to the browser and let's see. So now you can see over here, we are able to do object detection on the image as well. So now you can see over here, we have integrated YOLO-NAS with Flask and create a Flask API for our project. So if you just want to test on some other image, you can just go over here and just write over here too. Okay. And now just go to the browser and just refresh this page. So in this way, you can just change the video name as well and do object detection on a video, some other video as well. So this is how it works. So let's see this. Okay, so now you can see that we are able to do object detection on this image as well. We have detected all the cars over here. So in this way, we have seen that how we can do object detection on an image and video. So this is all from this part. See you all in the next part as well. In the last part, we have seen that how we can integrate YOLO-NAS object detection model with Flask, and we tested on images and videos as well. Now we will see that how we can create a front-end design of our web app using HTML and CSS. So here I have just in my Canva, I have just made some designs for the front-end web app. So I will just go one by one towards it. So first of all, I will divide my main page into three parts. So this is the sideline part, this is a sidebar, and this is our tablet area. So we will have our main page and we will divide our main page into three parts: sideline, sidebar, and the tablet area. So let's go to the PyCharm and let's create another lecture for this. So this is all from the previous code. So I will just click over here and create a new directory by the name lecture to Flask tutorial YOLO-NAS. Okay, so that's what good. So now you can see over here, we have the directory lecture to Flask tutorial YOLO-NAS. Click on copy path and reference and just set this as your current directory. Okay, so that's worked fine. So now I will just add all of these files into this folder as well. So let me just go towards the folder. Okay. Okay. So let me just navigate my screen towards the folder. So now here you can see the folder. I will just go to lecture one and just copy all these files from here and just add these files over here. You can see we have the Flask app, YOLO-NAS, that's good. So now we will be just creating our front end design, our front end page of our web app. So for this, what I will do over here is I will just click over here and just create a new directory over here by the name templates. Okay. So now you can see that I have just created a directory over here by the name templates over here. Okay. And inside this templates file, I will just create a video.html file first. So I will just write over here video.html. Okay. So let's start writing the code. First of all, if you just press the exclamation mark and click on enter, you will be able to add the boiler code over here. So if you want to just add the boiler code, you just need to uh, press the exclamation mark and click on enter, and you will see that you will add this type of boiler code. So just click on the exclamation mark and press enter. You will be able to add this boiler code over here. Okay, so just change the name of the title, object detection, YOLO-NAS. And let's me just open in the browser. Okay. So now you can see that we have created a web page. So this is an empty web page and we have the title object detection YOLO-NAS over here, which I have defined over here. So that's look good. So now, first of all, I will just add, if you just want to add your CSS file link, you can just click on link over here and you can just write over here rel is equal to style sheet. Okay. And here you will just write href, and here you will just write over here style.css. So that's so good. So now here you will just create a style.css file. So in the CSS file, I will just write down the code, or CSS stand for cascading style sheet. So if you just want to make your web application UI much better, so you can just add different functionalities, add different color shades, add a video in the background. So for all these settings, I will be using style.css or cascading sheet file. Okay, so we have done till now. So now, as I told you over here, so we have this is our main page, and we will divide our main page into three parts. This is our first part, this is our second, and this is our third part. Okay, so we will divide our main page into three parts. Okay, so this is a sideline, this is a sidebar, and this is the tablet area. Okay, so let's go back towards the code. Okay, so I will just write over here div class is equal to main dash page. Okay, so we are just creating a class by the name main page, and I will just press enter now. Okay, so as I told you, we will divide our main page into three parts: sideline, sidebar, and the right panel or the tablet area. It's for your choice. You can call it the right panel or the tablet area. So I will just write over here. So this is our main page. Okay, inside this main page, I am just writing class is equal to sideline. Okay, and so this is our, you can say, the first part. So we will divide our main page into three parts. So this is our second part, and this is we call sidebar, and the third is the tablet area, or you can just write right panel. Okay, class is equal to right panel. Okay, so this look good. So now you can see that we have created a main page and we have divided the main page into three parts: sideline, sidebar, and the right panel. So let me just show you up. So here you can see that this is our main page. This is a complete, and I have divided this main page into three parts. This is a sideline, this is a sidebar, and this is the right panel. Okay, so if I just click on the browser from here and let's see how my page looks like. So, so now you can see we can't see any change. Like I can't see the three parts over here. So to make these three parts visible, or the change, as I have divided my main page into three parts, to make these parts visible, let's write some code in the style.css file. So I will just open the style.css file over here. Okay, and let's start with, I will just define the margin 0 pixel, and here I will just write box dash sizing. Okay, and this will be border dash box. Okay, so this looks good. And the background color of my complete body will be white. Okay, so let me just write over here, background color white. But I think it will not be, I will not be able to make a better plain. So if I just change over here, red. Okay, let me just show you if it is visible or not. So if I just go back to the UI, so if you just see over here, I have just set the background color as red. So you can see the background color of my complete main page has been changed to red. Okay, so let's go back to the code. Let's being set it as white because I don't want to make it red. It's look quite odd. Okay, so now we have a div, and we have divided our main page into three parts: sideline, sidebar, right panel. So first of all, dot main dash page. Okay, just write comments over here, so make it better understandable. Okay. Okay. So here I will just write main page, and here I will just define the height of the main page. So 100 VH, and I will just find a display as 100 VH basically means 100% viewport. So you can just write here 100% as well, or you can just simply write or 100 VH. So it's your choice. Either you write 100% or 100 VH. So this is basically 100% of the complete viewport, and display as flex. Okay. So if I just go further, so I have defined the height and display. So now I just define the sideline. So to define the sideline, so now I will just define the sideline over here. So I will just write side dash line. Okay, so now I will just working over here because I just want to find the sideline over here. So in the sideline, I will just define the background color over here. Okay, so here I'm just defining the background color, and the background color will be Yeah, so here I've defined the background color. Next, what I define the height. So height of the sideline will be 100%, and the width will be 25 px. So if I just show you how this looks like. So now you can see over here, we have just created a sideline over here. The height of the sideline is set to 100% and the width is being set to 25 pixels. So if I just open this up over here, okay. Let me just, you can see over here now, you can see that if I just change its width, okay, so if I just, so you can see that here I've defined it 25 pixel. So here you can see that again, sorry for the, so if you just see over here, if I just stretch it or make it just small, you can see that this line does not change, it remains fixed. So like you can see that this sideline width does not change because I have just make it constant 25 pixel. If I just move it up, down, okay. So let's go back. So we have defined the sideline. Now we just need to define the sidebar and the right panel here as well. So these are the two changes which I still need to make. So now we will just define the sidebar and the right panel over here as well. So to set the sidebar, so here I will just write over here dot side dash bar, and here I will just write over here background dash color over here, and the color of the background color will be red. Let's make the sidebar color red, and the height of this sidebar will be 100%. And if I just further write over here, the width of the sidebar will be the 15% of the remaining width. So we will use the width as, I will just define the width as the 15%. So it means the whatever width which we have left, so it will be the 15% of the remaining width. Along with this, now I will just create the right panel over here. And I will just write right panel. The background color of the right panel will be green. The height of the right panel will be 100%. And the width of the right panel will be, so the remaining 100%, we will be using the remaining 100% of the width in the right panel. Okay. So let me next navigate my screen and see how does it looks like. Okay. So let's just check it. So now you can see over here, we have just created our sideline, sidebar, and this is our right panel or the tablet area. So that's good. We have made a good progress so far. We have created a sideline, we have created a sidebar, and we have created or the right panel, or this is the tablet area. Okay. So if I just go over here, so we have accomplished the first task. We have created a sideline, we have created a sidebar, and we have created this tablet area. So now in the next part, we will see how we can divide this tablet area into two parts. we will just create this header in this tablet area, and or you can say that we will just divide this right panel into two parts. We will just create this header and the remaining will be the tablet area. Okay, so let's move towards the next part. We have designed this page in the previous part. Now we will design this page number 2 and page number 3 in this part. So we will be focusing on completing design of page 2 and page 3 in this part. Okay, so let's go back to the code. So now I will just create another directory over here by the name lecture 3 class tutorial YOLO-NAS. Okay, so inside this directory, I will just add up all these files. Okay, so inside this directory, I will just add all these files. Okay, so let me just go to the folder. So I will just copy all these files from here and just add all these files over here. So you can see that I've just added all these files over here. So let's go back to the code now. So if I just see, I have all the files over here. So that's so good. So what I already do is I just need to close this up and just go to the templates and just open the video.html. So as I told you, we will just divide our right panel. We will divide this right panel into two parts. So this is our right panel. We will divide this right panel into two parts. This will be the header and this will be the tablet area. Okay, so let's go back. So let's divide our right panel into two parts over here. Just write div class is equal to header. So currently just write over here. Okay. Add header. Okay. So I will just write over here and press enter now. And in the header, I will just write div class. So in the header, I will just divide this header into three parts. This will be the empty site. This will be the area where I will just add my heading, and this will be the area where I will add the logo. Okay, so I will just divide the header into three parts, as I already told you. So here I will just write empty site. So this is the first part. So the second part, I will just add the heading, which will be object detection with YOLO-NAS. And in the third part, I will just add the logo over here. So if you just want to add the logo, I will just add another folder over here. And in this folder, I will just add some images of the logo. So I can just add the logo. So let me just go back towards the folder and let me add some images. So this is the folder which we have created for this project. And here I've just added the resources directory. In the resources directory, we have the template folder in which we have the car image, we have the logo YOLO and the tablet image as well. Okay, so that's look quite fine. Okay, so as all the other files are same, so you just need to remember these files. So I will just go back to the code. So currently I am in this folder. So currently I am inside the templates folder and just reading the video.html. Okay. So I just need to go to the outside the templates folder and just go to the resources folder, and in the templates, I will have the car, tablet, and this folder. So what I will do over here is I will just write over here. I just need to go to the resources folder, and inside the resources folder, I will have the template folder, and inside the template folder, I will be using this logo dash YOLO. And here I will just write art is equal to nothing else. And the width of the logo will be, the width of the logo will be 120. So that's so good as well. I don't think an issue. Just click on enter now. Okay, one thing is missing. I was just checking this. So it looks super cool. Next, what we will do is so now I will just design the tablet area in the right panel. So let's create a tablet area. Okay, so this will be the tablet area. Okay. So now I will just write a class div class is equal to tablet dash container, and here I will just write in the tablet area I will just add image id is equal to tablet dash image, and the source of this image will be so everything else will remain the same. I think I will just make one change over here. I will just copy all this from here and just change it to 2.png. Okay, so that's so good. And the width of this image will be 800. The height will be 600. Just write alt is equal to. Okay. So now I will just define the canvas. Okay, here you should write tablet because I would like to display this tablet in the right panel, because let me just show you. I just want this tablet in the tablet area of this image in the tablet area of the right panel. Okay. So now I will just create a canvas. And here I will just write id is equal to main dash canvas over here. And the width of this canvas will be 740. And the height will be 540 as well. So that's so pretty good. Here I will further write id is equal to image dash main And in the source, I will just write over here. I will just copy this from here and just write over here .png and just copy all this from here as well and just add all this over here. And I will just write alt over here and just write this. Okay, so now things look good. Okay, so here I will just define my .js file, JavaScript file over here. I will just write script over here. The source will be main.js. I will just close it. So that's look pretty cool now. Okay. I am just looking at a few things like they are correct order or if there is anything missing. So I can just add it up. But things look quite good now. Let me just review one thing once. So now in the templates folder, I just need to go over here and create a main.js file. Okay. So now in the main.js, I will just initialize this function OpenCV ready and so that I can just display this image into the canvas. So because I just want to display this image into the canvas, so I've just initialized the main.js and here I'm just calling this OpenCV ready and inside this, I'm just going to the main.canvas dash canvas. You can see over here and I'm just displaying the image main over here. So this is the image dash main. You can see over here. So that's things look pretty good till now. What I just need to add is I just need to define this OpenCV file over here as well. I think this is missing. So I just need to add this over here as well. Okay. So I am just adding the OpenCV file over here. Okay, which I'm using. And other thing is quite good. Let me just see if anything is left till now. I know I just need to define the style.css file over here as well. So here as well, one thing is left. So here I'm just using the Cairo font and font family as Cairo and the weight is equal to 300. So that's good. So now I will just go to the style.css file over here and just write up the rest of the code over here. So now here I will just write down the CSS code over here. So let's get started. So now we have created a right panel. So inside the right panel, we will have the header and we have the tablet container. So let's write the CSS code for this. So here I will just write this, copy this name from here, dot header over here and just write this over here. And just write over here background dash color. And here I will just write 37 C9 there. And after define now let's define the width over here and the width is equal to 100%. And now we will also define the height of our header, so it will be 95px, and we'll also define the display over here. So our display will be flex, and I will just define over here justify dash content and just write over center. So now justify content should be space between, and here I will just write align dash items, and here I will just write center over here, and here I will also add the box shadow. Okay, so I will just copy this, and here I've just defined the box shadow over here. So I have defined for the header. Now let's define for the logo container. So here I will just write dot logo dash container. Okay. And here I will just write padding dash right is equal to 100px over here. And along with this, I will also define for the empty site. So here I will just write dot empty dash site. And here I will define padding left 100px here as well. So now here you can see that I have just defined the header as h1. So here I will just write h1 over here, and just I will write down over here font family as Cairo. Or if this is not available, we will use the default font and sans serif. Okay. And the color of the text will be white. So the color of the text is white, and the font size is 1.5 rem over here, and the letter spacing is 0.2 rem. Now I will define that tablet container over here. Okay, and the height of the tablet container is 100%, and the color will be white, and the font size is 1.5 rem. Oh no, I just don't need this over here. Here I will just write display flex over here. So here I will just define the display as flex, and align dash items will be center over here, and justify dash content will be center over here. Okay, and the flex dash direction will be column. So that's look pretty good. So we have defined a tablet container, and let's define the tablet image position as absolute. So okay, so we have written all the CSS code. So just few things left which I should have explained you previously. So let me tell you about the font as Google, how you can select this font or any other font as well, plus how you can choose the box shadow. So let me just tell you about this thing. So here I will just write developer Google font. So I will just go to the second link over here. So if you want to add any type of font in your web app, so you can just go over here. Okay, so just go back. This is the link, not the link. Okay, so that was the correct link. Just go over here and just click on font from here. So here you can see that different font types. So if I just click on Roboto, so if I just go over here now, you can see that I can choose any of here from here. And okay, so you if I just click over here, and if you just go down from here, you can simply just copy this from here, or just click over here and just copy this from here. And you just need to go towards your code file, and just in the video.html, you can simply just write here. So you can see that in this way, you can simply add the code. But here I am just using Robota font, and here I have the weight as 100 and all the other things. Okay. And if you just want to choose the box shadow, okay, so you just need to go to uh, browser and just write over here Mozilla developer Mozilla box shadow developer Mozilla box shadow over here, and just click on the first link. So here you can see that we have different box shadows defined over here. So if you just like this will give you such type of box shadow. This will give you this type of box shadow. So you can just choose from here. So I have just written this complete code. So let me just open this and let's see how does it looks like. So if I just share my screen now, so now here you can see over here, we have created. So now you can see that we are using the Cairo font, and we have this sidebar. This is our, you can say that this is a sideline. This is a sidebar. And here you can see this is our header. This is our right panel. And in the right panel, we have that tablet. We have the header, and this is our tablet area. So this is our sideline. This is our sidebar. This is our right panel. This is our header in the right panel, and this is our tablet area. And you can see the shadow over here. So here you can see that we have added the box shadow. Okay, and here you can see as well, we have added a box shadow over here as well, and here as well. So these are the two areas where I've added the box shadow. So let's go back towards the code. So this is all code. So that's all from this part. Let's in the next part, we will further go ahead and let's explore further things. In the last part, we have designed this web app page. So now we will see how we can run video on this page. So let's go ahead with this. So I will just go to the PyCharm over here. And over here, I will just click on this and create a new directory over here. And the name of the directory will be lecture or last lecture for class tutorial YOLO-NAS. So now here you can see that I have just created a directory by the name lecture 4 class tutorial YOLO-NAS, and I will just copy all the files I have in my over here. Okay, so these spellings are not correct. First of all, let's fix this as well. And then I will go ahead. So just go over here. So it's now fine. Now I will just go over here and just copy all the files from here and just add all the files over here. Okay, so let's go to the PyCharm and let's close all these files over here. Okay, and let's go. Okay, just open this up from here. Okay, so now what I will do is I just need to change few things from here. Okay, so first of all, what I will do over here is I will just create a directory by the name static, and inside the static directory, I have two folder files and style sheets. So now I will just create a directory over here by the name static, and this will have two folder or directories over here, file and the other directory name will be style sheets. Okay, so let me just increase the brightness. The screen brightness looks very low. Okay, so let me just increase it further. So that's look fine. So other fault directory which I would create is by the name style sheets. So these are the two directories which I will create over here: static files and style sheets. Okay. So inside the files directory, I will add all the images. So let me add all the images into this directory. So I will just copy all the images from here and let me add all the images. Right. So I will just go over here and in the resources, I will just go to the template and just copy all these images from here. And let me just go over here. And in the static files, I will just add these images. Plus, I will just go back here as well. And in the templates, I will just copy this style from here. And so I will just copy this style from here and just add this over here. So we have added all the files. So let's go to the PyCharm now. So everything looks good. Okay. So now I will just open the video.html file and let's update some changes. So I will just go to the templates and let's open the video.html file. So now here I will just make few changes and just go to the style sheets and just open the style.css over here as well. As I have placed the style sheets, a style.css file over in this folder, style sheets folder. So I will just update this path over here. And now, because now in the style sheets is based on the static style sheets. And if you just put the style.css over here. So along with this, what I will do further over here is I will just go down over here. And over here, I will just write here image. And what I will write over here is src because I just want to display the video. So I'll just write over here and here I will also write further art is equal to upload video. Okay, and along with this, I will just define the width or height. So here I will just write width or just copy this from here and just paste this over here. Okay, and just, okay, so that's the good till now. I think that's enough for this. Just change this. I think this will create an issue. So just write. Okay. So along with this, why I'm just writing video over here. So if you just open the Flask app.py file. So here we are just calling this URL video over here. So basically we are just calling this video URL over here in the video.html file over here. and everything looks fine. And okay, so just looking if I just want to check and change anything, or it's fine. Now I will just open the Flask app.py file, and here I will just write app.root over here, and here I will just write video page over here, and in the video page I will just define the methods get post, and here I will just write define, and here I will just copy this here, just write over here. So now I will just use the render dash template, return render dash template, and I will be just calling the video.html over here. Okay, so that's look good. So just making few changes over here above. So if I just go above over here, I will also import this library over here, and else everything looks fine and nothing to update. Okay, so let's run this Python Flask app.py, and let's see how does it works, or if there is any error, we will try to fix it up. Okay, so it's executing. So this will take some time. Okay, so there is a mistake. It should be dash. Okay. So let me navigate my screen towards the browser. Okay, and just right over here. So let's first see the home page, then I will just navigate to the video page again. Okay, so that's okay. Just write video page. Okay, it's not the video page. I am getting this error. Okay. This thing looks fine. I don't see any error over here currently. Okay. Let's execute it again and see how that. So if there is an error, we will try to fix it up, but let's see how does it goes. So I'm directly moving towards the video page. Okay, let me just check the error for this. So my mistake, I was just running the project in this folder, but I have just selected the directory as lecture 2. So this was wrong. So I will just click on copy path reference, absolute path, set this as run directory. So now let's execute it. Hopefully this will work fine now. So as its work starts, and then we will see what outputs do we get. So I will just click on this URL and let me navigate my screen towards the URL. Okay, so this might take few more seconds. And we just need to go to the video page from here. Okay, so we have see the output over here, but our UI is completely disturbed. So you can see that. Okay, but I can't see the tablet container over here. So it means there is a mistake. So let's go back and let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I just able to figure out the mistake. Okay, so let's fix it. So there is a mistake in our video.html file. So we need to correct that mistake. Mm. As we have placed all the images in over here, so I just need to update the paths with this. So I will just update the path over here and just update the path over here as well. And let's see. Okay, so let me just navigate back towards the over here and just refresh this page. Okay, but the direction is wrong. Some again, there's we need to fix few things. So let's go back to the code. After making few changes in the UI, you can see that I was able to display the output over here. You can see over here, we are able to run the video on our web app. So we have just created a UI and we are able to run and display the output video over here. You can see that the persons are riding a bicycle, and here you can see that using YOLO-NAS object detection model, we are able to detect the objects, person here, and here is the confidence score. Plus, we have created around bounding boxes around detected object. Plus, using Flask in the backend, we have created an API, and using HTML and CSS in the front end, we are able showing you the output on a web app. So that's all from this part. In the next part, we will further go ahead and explore some further things. In this part, we will see how the user can upload a file. So in the sidebar, I will just add an upload file option so the user can upload a video file and we can do object detection on that given video. So in the sidebar, I will just create a settings option and I will allow the user to upload up any video file over here and we will do object detection on that video. So let's go to the PyCharm and let's update the flask.py code. So we will add a class upload file, upload a video file, and we will do the object detection on that video. So first of all, before we go ahead, I will just click over here and just create a new directory by the name lecture 5 flask tutorial YOLONAS. Okay. So here you can see that I've just created a directory by the name lecture 5 last tutorial YOLONAS. So now I will just go to back to the folder where I have all these files. Okay. So, okay. So now I will just go to the lecture 4 and just copy all these files from here and just add up all these files over here. So I will just update the code into these files. So I have added all the files over here. So that's the code. So now you can see over here, just click on reload from disk and just close up these files from here. So that's look quite good. Okay. Okay. So here is our folder lecture 5 last tutorial YOLONAS, and here is our flask app.py file over here. So let's update this code file first. So here just write app.config upload folder, and here I will just write. So whatever user uploads the video file, that video, so whenever user uploads some video file, that video file will be saved over here in static files. So we will just save the video file over here in the static files. So just add this path over here. So now to get the input video file, I will use Flask form. So we will use Flask form to get the input video file. So let's import first the required library for this. Along with this, we also required some other libraries as well. So I will just add up those libraries instead of writing each of these library and spending too much time on this. So these are other libraries which you require: is your file names, input required, number range over here. And to get the input video file from the user, we use the Flask form. So now I will just create a class by the name upload file form over here. And here the input will be Flask form. So basically we store the uploaded file path in the file field in the variable file. So we store the, just right over here. So now you can see that here I have also defined the validators to make sure that the user does upload the video and the user uploads the video in the correct format. So we have added validators to make sure that the user does upload the video and upload the video in the correct format. We have added validators to make sure and user does upload the video when prompted to do so. So now when the user uploads the video, we will add the submit option. So now you can see over here, we have created a class by the name upload file form. Okay, so that's so good. So now I will just go down below and update few more code over here. So now here I will just call the class upload file form over below over here. So basically our uploaded video file is being saved over here. I will now just add the other code by myself because it will take quite some time if I just start writing down over here completely. So that's so good. So we have just defined our uploaded file will be saved in the static files folder over here. So whatever video file we upload, our video file will be saved over here in the static files folder. So now I will also use the session storage to save the video file path. Okay, so that's so quite good. So I already explained you our uploaded video file will be saved over here, and I will be using the session storage to save the video file path. So everything looks fine till now. So now what further I need to update is that we will not define a video, like which video we will do object detection. We will allow the user that he should upload the video and we will do object detection on that video. So we will not will doing the object detection on the predefined video. So just copy all this from here and just paste this over here and just update this code over here. So now the user will upload the file and we will be doing object detection on that video. So I have done all the updates in the Flask app.py file. So we use Flask in the backend, but in the front end, I will be using HTML and CSS. So now we will need to update the code in the video.html as well. So that there we should add the option so the user can upload the file and then we will doing the object detection on the video. So in the backend, we have updated the code so the user can upload the video file, but in the front end we need to make some change so that to allow the user so that he can upload the file. So now I will just upload the open the video.html file over here, and now I will just update the code over here as well. So this is how I want my HTML page to look like. So here in the top we will have the option settings. And here in the sidebar, we will have the option upload a file. So if the user click on upload a file button, he will be allowed to upload a file. And plus I will add another button, which is equal to submit. Okay. So when the user click on the submit button, the object detection on the video which the user has uploaded will start. So in the sidebar, I will just add the option setting and just add the option upload a file. So the user can upload a video, and when the user uploads a video and click on the submit button, the object detection on that video will be started. Okay, so let's move towards our video.html code and update the code for this. So first of all, here you can see is our sidebar. So we need to add the settings option, plus we also need to add the upload video file option over here. So I've just written all the code for this already. So I will just add the code over here. So I've just added all the code. So let me just explain you all the code over here. So what I am doing over here is, so in this is basically our sideline, this is our sidebar, and this is our right panel. So this is complete our right panel, and this is our sideline, and this is our sidebar. So in the sidebar, we are just creating an option header, and this is our second area, or you can say that what I have called this area name is upload file. So this is our first, so we have divided the sidebar into two parts. This is our settings area, our header area, and this is the upload file area. Okay, so we will just divide the sidebar into two sections. One is the settings and the other is upload file area, or upload, user can upload a file over here. Okay, so if you just see the code, this is our main sidebar option, class device sidebar. And in the sidebar, we have the header where we have the settings, and then we have the second area part, which is upload file, where the user will be prompted to upload the file, and we have a button submit. And when the user click on the submit button, the object detection on that video will be started. Okay. So now I will upload this, I will open the style.css file and just update some code over here. So here you can see that I have just added a sidebar header. So this is our sidebar header. Okay. And this is our sidebar top area. Okay. The green area you can see is the sidebar top area. So if I just go back over here, so here you can see that this is our sidebar header code. Simple. I mean, previously I have just coded the style.css file. The same technique I have just followed over here, like the font family, color, font size, and the sidebar top, which is basically upload file. So just calling the upload file class over here, and just padding.top. So padding.top means if I just open this, so if I just set to padding.top 150px, so it means if this is our sidebar header, then there will be a 150 pixel difference in the sidebar top area. So if we just add the 150 pixel difference in the sidebar top area, so you can see the upload file button submit will be appearing over here. But if I don't add this difference, so you can see the upload file option over here. Okay. So if we just increase to 150 to 250px, so you can see the upload file option over here. So as you increase the pixel, the upload file button goes down. Okay. So I think everything is ready now. So let's execute the code and see how does it works. Before I start executing the code, let me just click over here, copy path, reference, and just set this as my current directory. And then I will just write Python Flask app.py, and let's execute it. So this may take a few seconds. So let's wait and see. So let's just open this link up. Okay. So we will need to go to the video page, and then we will complete the rest of the work. So let's go to the video page first. So that's great. So first of all, you can see here the settings option, and here you can see the user can upload the file. So let me just upload this vehicles entering, and let's submit this, and let's see whether we are able to do object detection on this video or not. Okay, so right now you can see that we are able to detect the cars, traffic lights, truck as well. So the detection results good, looks good. I'm using CPU, so the processing you can see is very slow, but if you use GPU, the processing on the video will be very fast. So the FPS is very low currently, but if you have the GPU, NVIDIA GPU, it will be very fast. So let's do on some other video as well. So plus I don't skip the lecture from here. I need to explain a very important concept after explaining this. So now you can see over here, we are able to detect the bikes, persons, handbag over here. So the detection results look good. Let's upload some other video. So now here you can see that we are able to detect the persons and West handbag as well. So the results look good. We have tested on multiple videos, and let's go back. So if I just told you that our uploaded video file will be saved over here. So now you can see over here, bikes.mp4, demo3.mp4, test walk.mp4, vehicles entering and leaving.mp4. So whatever video which we have tested is being saved over here. So whatever video on which we have tested our object detection model, or whatever video which we have uploaded over there is being saved over here. So that's so quite good. So that's all from here. So now you can see that in the files option, all the uploaded video files are being saved over here. So that's all from this part. See you in the next part. In the last part, we have seen that how the user can upload a video and do object detection on that video. In this part, we will see how we can calculate the height of the current frame, a width of the current frame, and FPS of the video. So let me just create another page. So video. So in this part, we will see how we can calculate the height of frame, width of frame, and the FPS of video. So these are the three things which will be targeting in this part. So these are the things which we will be targeting in this part: the height of the frame, width of the frame, and FPS of video. Plus, we will create two more HTML pages in this video tutorial as well. One will be the image, so image.html, so we can do object detection on image. We have seen that how we can do object detection on a video. The same thing we will follow to do object detection on an image. Okay, and here we will not calculate the FPS. We will only focus over here the height of the frame and width of the frame. Plus, we will create another page which will be how we can do object detection on the live webcam feed as well. So here we will also calculate the height of the frame, width of the frame, and FPS. Okay, so we will be calculating in this video tutorial the height of the frame, width of the frame, and FPS of the video. Plus, we will create two more HTML pages in this video as well. One will be how we can do object detection on an image, and other will be how we can do object detection on the live webcam feed. So let's go back to our flask.py file. And here I will just create a new directory over here. Lecture 6, Flask tutorial, YOLO-NAS. Okay. So I will just go back over my file section and just copy all these files. So now you can see over here, I will just go to over here and just copy all these files and add all these files over here. So that's so good. So let's go back to our flask.py file over here. So now what we will do is, first of all, just set this as our absolute path. So that's look good. Okay, so let's go to the terminal and just open over here and just open this YOLONAS.py file. Let's first close all the previous files and let me just open this. Okay, so as we need to calculate the width of the frame, height of the frame, and FPS of the video, so what we need to do over here, I will just import a library, import time over here. And here I will initialize previous time is equal to 0 over here. And then I will just go down. So let's first calculate the FPS of video. So to calculate the FPS, the first we just need to calculate the current time. And we have the FPS is equal to 1 divided by current time minus previous time. And here we have the previous time is equal to current time. And in the yield part, we will have now FPS over here as well. Plus, I will just go above and calculate the width and height of the frame. So to calculate the width of the frame, I will just write over here in cap.get cv2.cap that's proportional frame width. In this way, I will just calculate the height of the frame as well. And so just copy this from here and just paste this over here and just write over here. Okay, so now you can see that we are calculating the frame width and frame height. So now I will just go down below and just write this over here. In this way, I will also add the height of the frame over here as well. So the things look good now. So in this way, I will also update this over here as well. So now I will also update this function, image detection function over here. So I will just write over here, height, width, channels is equal to image dot shape and here we get the height, width as well. So we have now calculated the height and width. Now we just need to integrate this with our Flask API. So I will just open the Flask app.py code and just update this code over here as well. Now here I will just first define FPS frame is equal to 0. Along with this, I will just define the height of the current frame and width of the current frame as well. And now I will just update the code over here as well. So now here we are just rounding the FPS value to 2 digits over here. So if it is long, then it's not look good. So now you can see over here, we have just calculated the FPS of the frame, width of the current frame, and height of the current frame over here. Okay, so that's the call code looks good. Now I will just copy this from here and just create another function so that we can do object detection on the live webcam feed. So I will just make one simple change to do object detection on the live webcam feed by just removing this from the path. And when the user enters 0, we will be able to do object detection on the live webcam feed and just change the name from generate frames to generate frames web to do object detection on the live webcam feed. So things look quite good now. What we need to further do over here is just copy this from here and create a function to do object detection on the live webcam feed and just write it over here webcam dash feed. So it looks good. And just update this function name with web, and the path dash x will be 0. Okay. So now we will just create 3 more URLs, one for the FPS and other for the height of the current frame and other for the width of the current frame. So just get width FPS generate. Okay, and either here or side, just copy this from here and just write this over here. Okay, yeah, okay. And so now we will have the output in the JSON format from here. Okay. In this way, we will just create 2 more functions, one to calculate the width of the current frame and other will be the height of the current frame. Just copy this from here and just paste this. One will be width of the current frame. Okay. And here we have the width of the current frame and just modify it to 1. And here we will have the height frame. Okay. And just copy this and just update this. And here we have the height current frame and just copy this. And so things looks quite good. We have done our backend for now. We have just completed our Flask API code from here. So now we just need to go ahead and just complete our HTML part as well. So where we just want to display our height of the current frame and width of the current frame as well. So let's go ahead towards it. Before we go ahead, we need to calculate the height and width of the current frame of the image as well. So here we have height and width. So let's write the code for this as well. Height, frame, width, frame over here. And what I will do over here is I will just copy this from here and just paste this over here as well. So that's done from this part. So that's look good quite now. We have made generate frames web as well, generate frames for video. So this looks quite good. We have created a root URL for the video page. Similar way, we just need to create 2 more URLs as well. One for the live webcam feed and other for the image page. Okay. So we just need to create 2 more URLs as well. We have created a URL for the video page, but we need to create 2 more URLs as well. Okay, so let's move towards it. So I will just copy all this from here and just update this code to create an image page URL and just write over here image page and image.html, and here I will just write image path. So that's so good. For now, we will just create a URL to do object detection on the live webcam feed. Remember, I just need to create image.html page currently, and for the live webcam feed.html page, I need to create as well. So just copy this from here, and here I will just write live webcam feed. Okay, and other thing which I just need to write is webcams over here, and I will just write session dot clear and just add this. Session dot clear means when we just stop our code, our video, and when it will just clear our session storage. So when we rerun the script or reload the page, the the object detection on previous video will not be running. So our session storage will be cleared. Okay, and then I will just write okay. And here I just need to update this. So I will just create an HTML page to do object detection on live webcam feed as well. Okay, just made this. So this looks pretty good now. Okay, so we have completed our backend part. So now we just need to focus and complete the front end part using HTML and CSS. So let's move towards it. So inside the sidebar, I will just create another divider. So here we will just calculating the height of the frame and the width of the frame and FPS video. So inside the sidebar, I just need to create another divider, calculate the height of the frame, width of the frame and FPS of the video. So I have already done the code for this. So you can see over here, this is our main sidebar. So inside the sidebar, you can see that I have just created another divider below upload file where user can upload the file and submit it. So below this, I have just created another divider by the name result values. And here we are just putting the, getting the height of the current frame and getting from the Flask backend Flask.py file and just displaying our HTML page. So from, we are just getting that value from the Flask.py file and just displaying that value in our HTML page. Okay, so you can see over here that we are just getting the height of the current frame and the width of the current frame over here. You can see, plus we are also getting the FPS of the frame, FPS of the video as well. So you can see that here we are just getting the width of the current frame, and plus if we just go down, you can see here we are just getting the frame rate over here. So we are just getting the height, width and frame rate. So in this way, similar way, I will just copy and paste the code and just create two more pages, image.html and web.html. So in the similar way, I will just create two more pages, image.html and web.html. I will just copy and paste the code. No change I will make. Instead, in the image.html page, I will just make one change. So let me just, along with this, let me tell you, let me just copy this from here and create a new file, image.html. Okay, and just copy and paste this code. But here, what I will do is, I will just go over here and you can see over here, I will just add this URL image. Okay. So I will just add this code over here, nothing changed. Now in the same way, plus I will just remove the FPS of video path from here. Okay, so to remove the FPS of video path, because we don't require this over here, so just remove this part over here. Okay. So plus I've just made this change. Plus now I will also create a page on for live webcam feed as well. So now create another page, HTML page over here. So I will just write the name of this page as live-feeds.html. And just go over here and just copy all this code and just paste this code over here. And here what I will do is webcam feed. Okay, so everything else will same. Just now we just need to execute the code, and I hope it will work fine. So let's run our script and see how our results look like. So I've just started executing the script, and this might take few more seconds. Okay, Flask apps. So these spellings were not correct. So I've just started executing now, and let's see how our results look like. So this might take few minutes before it starts executing. So I will just click on this URL. Let me redirect towards this URL. So it has started. So this might take few more seconds before it's ready. So now you can see over here, welcome back, because why it's showing welcome back? Because you can see over here, uh, over here, when we render the home page, it returns welcome back. Okay. So let's go. So now what we will be targeting is to go to the image page to do object detection on image, to go to the video page to do object detection on the video, and to go to do object detection on the live webcam feed. I will go towards this URL. So let's explore all these three URLs one by one. So here you can see that height of frame, width of frame, frame rate. So currently it's 0 because we haven't uploaded any video. Okay, so let's upload this video over here. Let's click on submit. So it will start in shortly. So now you can see here, we are able to detect the persons over here, and you can see the frame rate over here. So you can see the frame rate is constantly changing, but you can see it's very slow, 0.52, because I am using CPU. If you have GPU, the frame rate will be better. And here you can see the height and width of the frame over here. Like the width of the frame is 3840 and the height of the frame is 2160. And let's upload some other video. So now you can see here the height of the frame for this video is 1080, and the width of the frame is 1920, and frame rate is 0.61 because I'm using CPU. And here you can see that we are able to detect the cars. Well, let's test on some other video. Click on submit. So now here you can see the height of the frame is 1080, width is 1920, and frame rate is 0.59. So let's test on this video as well. So now here you can see the height of the frame is 720, width of the frame is 1280, and frame rate is 0.64. So let's go to the image page now, and let's do object detection on the image. So I will just upload an image from over here. So let me upload this. So now, so here you can see the height of the frame is 4000, width 6000, and you can see the bounding box around the persons. Let's test on some other video or other image, sorry. So here you can see we have detected all the cars, and the width height of the frame is 675, and height of the frame is 675, and width of the frame is 1200. So let's test on the live webcam feed. I will just write live webcam feed over here, and let's execute it. So you can see it's working good, and the results are fine as well. So And you can see that height of the frame is 480 and width of the frame is 640 and the frame rate is 0.61. So the results look good. So that's all from this part. One thing we just need to do is we will design a home page in the next part. This is the only thing which left. When the user click on the image tab from the home page, it will be redirected to the image page where user can do object detection on image. If the users click on the video tab, it will be redirected to the video page where he can do object detection on video. And if the user click on live webcam feed tag, it will be redirected to the live webcam feed page and where the user can do object detection on the live webcam feed. So see you all in the next part. Now we will see how we can design the home page for our web app. So you can see over here, I have just created lecture 6. So now I will just create a new folder over here or a new directory over here, and which will be lecture 7, and this will be Flask tutorial YOLO-NAS. Okay. And I will just add up all the files which I have in the lecture 6 into this folder now. So I will just go over here, and here you can see I have the lecture number 7, Flask tutorial YOLO-NAS. Okay. So I will just go to the lecture number 6 and copy all the files from here. So, and just go to the lecture number 7 folders and just add up all this file over here. Okay. So now I will just go back to the PyCharm and I will just write up all the code for the home.html over here. So just close all this. It's look like a mess. Okay. So now I will just go to the templates and just click over here, home.html. So I will just create a file by the name home.html file over here. Okay. I have already written all the code for this. So we all usually follow the same format. Like I have just created a video.html page, a live webcam feed.html page, and image.html page. So for considering the same format, I've just written the home.html page over here. So let me just show you. Plus, all the CSS code for the home.html page is included over here. You can see over here all the CSS code is also added over here. This is for the home.html page, while for the image.html, live web feed.html, and video.html, we have the CSS code in the style sheets over here. Okay, but for the home.html, we have all the style code over here, and we are just following the same format. You can see over here. So let me just show you this. So let me just navigate my screen and show you how our page looks like. So if I just go over here, you can see that some images are missing because I have not exported all the image files into my image folders correctly. So let me just go back to the PyCharm. So the reason is that because either one.png is missing in over here. So you can see one.png is there. So you can see two.png is there, but 4.png file is missing. And along with this, if I just go over here, so multiple files are missing. So therefore we are getting this issue. Okay, so let's fix all of these issues and then we will just rerun this script again as well. Bytes.mp4 file is there, but I think dot is missing over here. And let me add the 4.png image over here and then I hope it will work fine. And here you can see 4.png image as well is missing. So let me just add up these images. So here I am just adding this 4.png image. So you can see over here, I've just added up this image. So let me just go back. Okay. And just copy path from it or just run this from here. Okay. So now you can see that this is our home page and this is how it looks like. Okay, so we have designed this complete page. I've just followed the same format in the HTML, which I've already explained you while designing other HTML pages. So that's how it looks like. So all enders things, and here you can see that if you just go to the flask.py file, flask app.py file. So here you can see that we have the video page URL, we have the image page URL, and we have the live webcam feed URL. So I've just added all these URLs over here. So let me just show you. So in the home.html, I have just added all these URLs. You can see over here. This is the home page, this is the video page, this is the image page, and this is the live webcam feed page. So let's close all the irrelevant files. Okay, and okay. So that's so good. Now just open the Flask app.py. Okay, so let's execute this code. So just click over here and click on copy path and reference, copy the absolute path. And I will just write Python Flask app.py. Okay, and let's see how our output results look like. So if there is any error, we will try to fix it up, but let's see how does it goes. So this might take some time before it is ready to execute. So I will just click over this URL and I will be redirected towards the page. So this might take a few minutes before it is loaded. Let's close this up. So I'm also waiting, and let's see how does it works. Why? We are not okay. So there is a mistake. That's why you are seeing this. Let's fix it up. So if I just go to, okay, I just need to go to the, so I just need to render the home.html page. So I will just remove this up and let's stop it and let's run this up and let's see how does it works. So let's see. So this might take few more seconds before it's ready and then we can see the output. So now you can see that this is our home page and it's look perfectly fine. You can see over here, the video is running in the background. We have the sample results. You can see over here, our home page looks good. And if I just go to click on home page tab. Okay, so this is wrong. We need to fix it up. If I just go to video, this is fine. This is fine. And this is fine. Okay, so let us fix this. Okay. So let me just go back to the code and let's first fix this and then we will test the other pages. In the home.html file, I will just change this to dash because when we call the, you can see that I just go down below. Okay. So whenever we want to call the home.html, we just use the app.root/method. So here I've just replaced this with this and I hope it will now work fine. Okay, so let's execute this. So this might take few seconds before it is ready to be executed. So I hope it will work fine. So let's move towards this URL. So this might take few more seconds before it is ready. So if I just click on the home tab, okay, so that's fine. And if I just click on the video, okay, lets me upload a video. And let's see how does it works. So here you can see that we have the height of the frame, we have the width of the frame, and here we have the frame rate. And it's changing as well. So the results look good and the results are very fine. So let me just go back and just go to the image page. And if I just click on some image over here, and let me just upload this image. And let's see whether we are able to detect the objects. Okay, so you can see here we are able to detect the person, backpack, handbags, and here we have the height of the image and width of the image. And let me upload some other image. So here you can see the height and width, and here you can see that we are able to detect the persons in all three cases. So let's go to the live webcam feed page. So I will just click over here and let's test on the live webcam feed now. So now you can see me in the camera and I look fine till now. So the results are very satisfactory. You can see that we are able to do detection on the live webcam feed as well. And the results are good. So thank you for watching this video tutorial. See you all in the next part. Till then, bye bye.